And now for more insights on Valentine's Day consumption, let's welcome Han Hua, a fellow at the Chongyang Research Institute. Thanks for joining us, Ms. Han.
Thanks for having me.
Well, shopping and dining businesses have been weary these days amid the pandemic, but were things looking brighter on Valentine's Day?
Of course, yeah, this is Valentine and loving the air. From my observation, this year's Valentine's Day is definitely filled with love and warmth and people's resilience and determination in the context of the pandemic. We all remember that last year, how the country and especially the consumer market is strikingly and suddenly hit by the pandemic. But thanks to the control of the pandemic, as well as the people's determination in controlling the pandemic, so the consumer market is gradually coming back, especially during the later half of last year. And this year, because of some new policies and the new controlling measures of the pandemic, people can finally have a normal consumption behavior during the Valentine's Day, which is a very nice coincidence with the Chinese Lunar New Year. I was actually amazed yesterday when actually it was the day before yesterday when I just shopped through a flower shop, and I was amazed to find out that all the flowers in the flower shop were actually booked online and sold out. And they are waiting in the flower shop just to be picked up by the people who want to spend a very nice and warm Valentine's. And this also happens in other areas of the consumption, like the dinings, like the movie theaters. So people can go have the controlling measures, for example, to make your reservations online, but then go to the physical locations to have the consumption activities. This is very warm, but this is also very safe and healthy.
Indeed, nothing can stop love. And what are the new trends that you observed?
I think this is like what we just watched. Because of last year, it was, even though the Chinese internet infrastructure was in a very good shape compared to other states, but still last year was a sudden hit because of the pandemic. But this year, people, delivery guys, online shops, the websites, the e-commerce businesses, entities, they are very prepared for this New Year's consuming behaviors. So they are prepared, and they have been doing this starting from the Chinese Lunar New Year. So we can say that during this, because of the people, no matter he or she is the native or migrants in the cities in Beijing or in other big cities, they are being required to stay put, but they are also happily to stay put. So because they can still consume and having the normal behaviors, consumption behaviors, like what they do on the daily basis. So this is a kind of a relief, especially during the holidays. Plus, it's a combination of the offline activities, marketing activities, and online consuming activities. So people, like I just said, people can make reservations online and doing the offline activities.
And from the demographic perspective, who are the driving force of Valentine's Day consumption? Is it millennials or even Gen Z?
I think both of them. Certainly, the millennials is the main consumption force of the online and offline shopping behaviors. But when it comes to the Valentine's Day, restaurants, dining activities, romantic movie theater going, as well as some shopping of the flowers or some Valentine's Day souvenirs, it's definitely Generation Z is catching up very quickly. I think it all depends on what kind of shopping activities you are having. Certainly because of the nice coincidence of both. So people are making some significant shopping behaviors, like buying automobiles, probably some furniture, or doing some even more significant shopping than it's up to the millennials. But for the Generation Z, it's for them to do some romantic Valentine's Day shopping activities.
And in your opinion, how should brands adapt to the changes?
I'm happy to see that no matter it is domestic or international brands, they are adapting very quickly when facing, they're prepared and adapting very quickly when prepared for the Valentine's Day shopping, or including the Chinese Lunar New Year shopping. They are very good prepared, the online site, as well as the physical stores. Almost all the physical stores are opening this Chinese Lunar New Year, so people can have their choices. And I think down the road, the brands and the marketers, they need to be prepared more regarding the mental preparation on the Generation Z, because they are going to be the main shopping forces. So the marketing activities, the branding, how to localize them, how to do when you promote a product, how to make it more adaptable and suitable for the Generation Z is a daunting but also very challenging task.
Well, thank you very much for your insights, Ms. Han Hua, a fellow at the Chongyang Research Institute.